All right, guys, welcome back to the eSports Report. I'm Chris Puckett. We are talking the UGC Niagara bracket today on the show. But first, we got to cover what's been going down on Call of Duty's YouTube channel. The new trailer was released. Benson is going to be joining me, and I got to get Ben's thoughts. What did he like about it? What did he hate about it? We got a lot of great replies from the viewers out here. Let me give a shout out to a few of you guys here. It looks like Demise. He saw an MMS-like scope. Now, Demise, I also thought I saw that scope, but then I wondered, is it the scope or is it that grenade that he threw out? Because it kind of happened same times. D Phantom says it looks awesome, but I can see a lot of things being banned in the esports rule set. Well, who knows if it even makes it into multiplayer or if it needs banned. Let's give it a try first. Then I have a few people saying, the camo could work, and the mech suit wouldn't be a stretch, seeing as we have jugs now. So will we see kind of that mech suit, the bionic armor that gave them little enhancements? Maybe the jump. You have to get your score streak, jump around the place, move a little faster. Here's a look at some of the armor, once again with the visor as well. And the visor is something I'm really excited about. Here's that vision that we were talking about. First off, right before this, there was a grenade being thrown that kind of did a sonar ping. Now, shortly after that, he zoomed in on some players, and we were able to see players from behind walls. Kind of like the MMS that we saw back in Black Ops 2. Will it make its return? Interesting stuff coming up here. Camo airplanes. Those probably won't make it into multiplayer. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But there's the camo. A lot of people on my Twitter feed right now saying they like it. Other people saying they hate it, keep it in Halo. I don't know. It's in Titanfall right now. It's kind of been around for a long time. I can see them messing around with it. Is that necessarily a good thing? That's what I want to hear from you guys. Keep your tweets coming in. I'm at MLG Puckett. Let me know what you like. But this is the one I really think is going to be a game changer. The portable cover. Able to lay down basically, I assume that's like a Kevlar wall. That's just going to eat bullets for you. You could set it up, head glitch wherever you want around the map. Maybe create some new choke points. All of these things could be added to the game. Jump kicks as well. If you like jump kicking people in Titanfall, now you can do it in the air from about 40 feet high. All right, now the other one that I saw a lot of great tweets about is the wall climbing. Now, of course, you're going to be really vulnerable if you're climbing a wall, but can you imagine if there was a player in Red 3 and you were able to climb that right wall instead of going inside to challenge him, maybe catch him off guard? Is that something that you would want to do on Freight? Is it something that you think could enhance the game? Would you not like it? Let me know, guys. And Stoney, I apologize for saying your name wrong. All right, so thank you guys for all of the tweets here. Everyone looks really excited. Advanced Warfare getting a lot of love on my Twitter feed right now. I think a lot of people are just excited for new Call of Duty. But we have so much Call of Duty Go still to go. Of course, the X Games tournament, that's going to be June 4th through the 6th in Austin, Texas. Gold medal being given away to gamers for the first time at the X Games. MLG will be there bringing you a live broadcast. Then, of course, we have the MLG Season 2 playoffs here, as well as the international playoffs. We'll be having teams from Gfinity and possibly one other region attending the live event in Anaheim. And then, after that, we still got Season 3 and Season 4 to figure out before the new game drops. So plenty of Call of Duty Go still to come. And, of course, this weekend, UGC Niagara. Is Ben ready? We got Benson. Let's bring him on the phone. Happy birthday to my favorite Ginger. How are you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing really good, thank you, Puckett. I've just been relaxing, just chilling, having a good time. Can't wait. It's gonna be good.
What'd you do for your birthday so far?
So far, I woke up, went out for a run, made myself a nice meal. Then we had a bug guy come around to the house and spray the whole house, get rid of a load of bugs. Now I'm on ESR. Then later on tonight, I am going out into town. Hopefully, not gonna get too reckless. Hopefully.
I hope you do get too reckless. You're 22. You got the 21 birthday out of the way. 22 is where you're supposed to go really big. I wish I could fly down to Atlanta and join you this evening.
Would have been good.
So, Ben, there was a challenge from Big Snacks. Big Snacks, of course, wanted us to say Big Snacks 30 times on the Big Snacks show today. He's also from Atlanta. Do you live near Big Snacks?
So Big Snacks gave us the Big Snacks challenge to say Big Snacks 30 times.
Big
That
Snacks.
was the Big Snacks challenge.
Snacks.
Okay, cool. I don't know where Big Snacks actually lives. I assume he lives somewhere near, obviously in the Big Snacks neighborhood, but he should come visit the Curse Club anytime. Big Snacks is more than welcome to. You know, we have a Big Snacks room ready and waiting for Big Snacks on arrival of Big Snacks.
You know, that sounds big snacktacular. We'll see if that happens. All right, I give up at that point. But Big Snacks, there's your shout out in today's show. Guys, we got to talk about UGC Niagara. It looks like Kingdom Soldier is updating my format. So I believe he is at home. As soon as possible, we will get him live on the show.
Okay.
But Ben, let's start off by talking about some of the teams that are going to be attending, some of the drama that is happening before the event. First off, on Twitter, well, here's a look at the teams. We got Complexity, Optic Gaming, Optic Nation, Curse Orange, Team Caliber, Strictly Business, Envy, FaZe Red, Vex Gaming, FaZe Black, Curse Black, Justice, all from the MLG COD League. Only team missing really there is Denial, formerly Erupt, and then VVV Gaming, a squad that actually slipped into the top 12 based on their pro points. That's Realize's new crew. And also really excited to see Optic Nation. Of course, they're not currently in Season 2, but they have shown in the 5Ks, 2Ks, and more that these guys can truly hang. Of course, let's talk about the teams, though, that are involved in a little drama here. Team Caliber, the first team that needed to make a replacement. Apathy could not attend. He's on a cruise this weekend. They've picked up Mad Cat, one of the best players in all of Europe. How strong is TK going to be with Mad Cat on the team?
Puckett, that's going to be a very good team. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a very, very talented team. Mad Cat, as you said, one of the best players in Europe. The only issue that I foresee with that team is communication. Anyone that has ever tuned into one of Mad Cat's streams or watched any of his YouTube videos knows he's pretty hard to understand. You know, like, at times I understand that when I'm casting, I'm very difficult to understand. Mad Cat, different level. So I'm curious to see if we go to any listen-ins. I would love to listen into that team because I can just imagine, you know, like Mad Cat's like speaking really, really quick, and the guys just sat there going, "Wait, what?" And as well as that, you have to remember this may sound really simple, but callouts are different in Europe and America. Like Europeans have some different callouts. They're not always standard. We've seen that, you know, from Modern Warfare 3, really. Every single COD they had different callouts for, just because, you know, like gas, petrol station, something simple like that. But that 1 second where you'll have to think about it and think, wait, what? And then, oh, right, that can be the difference between living and dying. So I know it sounds simple and kind of tedious, Puckett, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to be as good as a lot of people are anticipating them to be.
Really? You think they'll struggle? I mean, filling in with the fourth that you can't really practice with before the tournament. You have MLG COD League matches that you need to be playing. Of course, he's over there in Europe. The connection's never going to work out. It's going to be interesting. I think this is one of the major storylines to look out for because there's another team right around the same range in terms of pro points that is going to have a fill-in this weekend. FaZe Black. That's, of course, 3/4 of the old Strictly Business. You got Censor. You got Dito. You got Formal, the new addition coming over from TK since the last tournament. And, of course, Saints on that team. But Saints can't make it. They pick up Saint, who originally couldn't attend the event due to his exams. He's worked it out with his professors. The exams will not be counted against him. He's coming over to save the day for FaZe Black. What do you think is going to happen with this squad? Because there's a lot of hype around this team. They were number one on the leaderboard for most of the COD League so far. And a lot of people were saying that with Saint, these guys could have taken down Complexity. How far do you see them going now with Brian Saint added to the lineup?
Don't get me wrong, Saint is a fantastic player, but he isn't Saints. If you look at any of the online COD League, Saints has been a player who's been consistently putting up a lot of high numbers. He's been really playing very, very well. And he's a player which at LAN performs just as well. You go back to regionals. I mean, the sole reason SB took down Complexity, I don't want to say sole reason, but the slaying that Saints was doing was just too much for Complexity to keep up with. And that's very rare to be able to say. You know, whenever you see a game with Complexity involved, normally they're the team which do completely outslay and they get the most kills, etc. But for me, you know, FaZe are in that really horrible position where they need as many pro points as they can get right now. And this was a massive event for them. And to not have their full four, that's only going to negatively affect them. And again, I see them being in a similar position as TK, where I can't see them doing very well at this event, because you're going to run up against a team of four who are very well practiced. And, you know, upsets happen as well.
It's going to get interesting. So TK playing with a fill-in, FaZe Black now playing with a fill-in, and a third team almost had to play with a fill-in. This was Complexity, and Crim6 tries to cross the border with his old passport. Gets told, no, not happening. Thank goodness the organization able to bail him out overnight, a passport to him. Crim will be attending as Complexity has their full lineup, and these guys truly have started a dynasty. Aches, Crim6, TP, and Karma. Aches and TP with more tournament wins than anyone else in competitive Call of Duty. And since Crim6 joined with these guys, they've been doing nothing but going to the finals. They are the reigning UMG champions after taking Philly, as well as Call of Duty champions, taking the World Championship and $400,000 just a few weeks ago back at COD Champs. These guys come in with a 1.01 overall KD, SND 1.05, so they're always outslaying their opponents. But I was really surprised by the number of plants they're able to get down a game, Ben. They're at 3.53 plants a game. Now, if you 6-0 someone, you're getting at least 3 plant sides. These guys get the bomb down faster than a lot of the teams out there. They really focus around the objective and aren't so greedy going for those kills. Also in Blitz, over 10 caps per game. Dom, over 12 per game. Complexity, definitely the team to beat coming into this one in my eyes. Do you see them walking away with another tournament?
I have traditionally, for the last, I think, 5 or 6 events, said Complexity wouldn't win. And I don't know, I like kind of going for the underdog. I like that underdog story.
Yeah, you can face red at COD Champs. I'll just remind you on that one.
Thanks, Puckett. Appreciate that one.
6 points.
Cheers, thanks. As I said, I like the underdog story. However, you know, coming into this event, I was asked to, you know, fill in a bracket, and I saw it, and I was like, well, let's be honest, you know, they're COD champs. I kind of had in the back of my mind what happened to Freako Impact after they won COD champs. They kind of peaked, and then they really started to demise a little bit, because to put it simply, and I've spoken to all the players, and they will 100% agree with me, they just got a little bit lazy. They were like, hey, we're world champions, you know, we just won the biggest event of the year. What else is there to win? And I kind of sat there and I played with that idea a little bit in my mind. I was like, well, our Complexity, a team like that, and if you spoke to Aches or TP or any of the guys, Crim or Karma, you know that they just want to win. They want to be champions. So that was immediately swatted away. And for the first time in a very long time, I would say Complexity are going to win the event.
Now, I hope Aches doesn't get mad at me about this one, but I do want to tell you guys the conversation I had on Tuesday with him. So this was just 3 days ago. I asked him, are you guys going to Niagara? He said, without a doubt, we're going. The question is, are we playing? Now, this was after they had a struggling performance in the COD League. This is back when the Bison was still allowed. Actually, it was Monday night we had this conversation. But these guys, he said, you know, we've been taking the time off other than the COD League. We're not scrimming, we're not practicing, and we don't want to put our record, our title on the line for something, a smaller event like UGC compared to the World Championships. So I didn't know if Complexity was going to play. It looks like they're in the bracket, though. And you got to question, like you said, if they're not practicing, how strong are they? Are they at full potential?
Right.
They are number 1 on the leaderboard right now, passing everyone else with their victories this week.
That really surprises me, especially to come from Aches' mouth. Like, again, as I said, he's a player that I would be amazed to see pull his foot off the gas pedal, but that was going back to the idea I was playing with, you know, are they going to get a little bit lazy? Apparently they have been. Whether that's Aches just maybe trying to play some mind games on other teams, like, don't count out that. You know, it could be him basically saying, hey, guys, we haven't practiced, when they've been grinding and grinding and grinding, so they're coming into, you know, UGC with some brand new strats, which no one knows how to play against them. There's a whole different possibilities, because for me to think Complexity haven't grinded for an event, I don't know, that just doesn't seem right to me.
Well, I think a lot of it had to do with that Bison. However, the Bison has been banned thanks to Infinity Ward enforcing some of those rules alongside with UMG, MLG, and more. We've decided removing the sub until it is rebalanced in the upcoming patch. So it'll be interesting to see. Complexity, of course, they're coming in with the number 1 seed. There's going to be 4 teams coming out of the open bracket to challenge the top 4 seeds. So they don't even have to play tonight. They get to relax, warm up. They'll be ready come Saturday morning. They're always one of the first teams in the venue. Benson, it sounds like Kingdom Soldier is ready to come on the show. Let's take a quick commercial break, get him set up. We'll be back with the bracket when we return.